So David Nelson came, what has it been, 4 or 5 months, something like that?
Yeah, sometime around October.
Yeah, that's right. So, so David, tell us a little bit about your story. How did you wind up here in Johnson City, really quickly?
Sure. Yeah, my wife got a job and brought me here, so that kind of, that was kind of the story. But I spent a lot of time working at home, and just from the very beginning, it was always a mobile company with lots of different people, from all different areas of friends that I'd met throughout the years that, we kind of connected, ended up being pretty good at developing, and so we all stayed mobile, but needed a place to work. And if you haven't worked at a shared space or co-space, then I highly recommend it. There's only, so many times you can sit at home when you don't want to work and get distracted, and then after that, you got to find a place to work.
So tell me about Duffek Mobile. You guys have done mobile apps for some pretty big names and continue to do that. But you guys are kind of an interesting company, and like you said, you are spread out around the country. How long has Duffek Mobile been up and running?
Sure. It actually started about 7 years ago. It wasn't Duffek Mobile then. It was a company called Morvid, and it was all started with a professor of mine that wanted to, kind of start doing mobile 3D game development, and so we started doing that, and really struggled for a few years, but throughout that time we made a lot of good connections, a lot of friends from college and other, professionals, and we built this nice network of people that we could, count on each other with. If they needed, a developer, I was there. If I needed art, design, they were there for me, and so we built this whole network of, basically a company that was remote. And finally, we decided, hey, let's all just get together and let's build something where we start working with, a wide range of different clients. And so our very first start was pitching to Captain Morgan, and we just kind of hit them up before the iPhone was out and said, hey, we want to build this game for you. And they said yes. And we got
Did you get paid in rum?
we joked about that a lot.
No, we want money, please.
So, but it was one of those things where, we were so shocked that when they finally said, okay, where do we send the money? We said, hold on a second. Well, we'll have to find out this information and let you know. We didn't have a company. We didn't have a bank account. We didn't have anything. Luckily, it was a Thursday and a holiday weekend, and we got back to them on like Tuesday, and we had formed an LLC, gotten a bank account, and had a number for them to send money to. So, yeah, that's an interesting story started.
I love that, because that is such the culture that we live in now, where it's like there are jobs to be done and people are doing them, and then you get to that awkward moment where the transaction, and you're like, oh, we need to like be serious about this and like form something. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
This is a company.
This is a company. So what were some of the struggles that you guys went through when you realized, oh, great, now we have to start a company, and being remote, that can be tough too?
Oh, sure. There's a lot of challenges of being remote. When we first started, we had a lot of students and a lot of people we could count on, but there was a variety of different work ethics and everything else that came into that. And so, and the biggest challenge I think really starting out was just really not knowing anything and kind of being afraid of that.
And it's okay. I know people start things and like, that other guy really has it buttoned up, and no, we don't. We don't have a clue what's going on most of the time.
We're just good at acting like it.
That's right. Yes, we can deliver that to you by Friday of next week, of course. Yeah, we can get that to you. Yeah. What were some of the good things that you saw, particularly in a remote company like that, things that you would share with other folks doing startups? What are some of the positive things, good little nuggets you can share with us?
True. I mean, I think having a remote company and having people that are all over the place, while it has its challenges, really you have the opportunity to work with people that are really the best at their field. I mean, I have designers and artists that are just phenomenal, and they're people I know I can always count on. And it really doesn't matter where they live, because most of what we do is online, digital, and through email and chat. And so you really get a chance to hold on to people that are doing other things in their lives, or they're stuck in a remote location, but you're able to actually tap into their talents and expertise and work with them. And it has its challenges, but the success of having these great individuals really pays off.
That's awesome. It's been fun too to watch companies like Duffek Mobile and other telecommuting companies operate in Spark Plaza, because you guys really work well together, even in the camaraderie sense of just helping each other out across the aisle. So thank you so much. Nice round of applause.
Thank you.
Duffek Mobile, David Nelson.